Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Barlett-Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I have one of my favorite guests that completely spoils me with not only his knowledge, but his company. I want for him to introduce himself, his first and last name, and all he is up to.
Sheldon, of course, I'm Louis Bezich, men's health advocate, contributing writer to phillyvoice.com, and of course, the author of Crack the Code, 10 Proven Secrets That Motivate Healthy Behavior and Inspire Fulfillment in Men Over 50. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so good. You inspire me as well. You always teach me something new. And I know that today's conversation is something I know very little about. So I want to jump right into it. Fill us in on what we'll be talking about today.
Well, I'm always looking for connections between our normal day-to-day life and things that will motivate us to live a healthy lifestyle. And, you know, as a man over 50, I can't go more than 10 minutes without seeing a commercial or some type of an advertisement for testosterone supplements, or things that are there to combat what we call low T or low testosterone. So I want to talk a little bit about testosterone, because when we talk about the aging process, it's a normal part of aging is that our levels of testosterone are reduced about 1 to 2% each year in men, beginning in their late 30s and 40s, and then particularly as we get older and older, we lose more and more testosterone. And of course, that's, you know, we think of that typically in terms of our sexual functions, of course, and ED and things of that nature. But low testosterone also can affect our mood. It can give low testosterone can result in fatigue and diminish our sort of mental acuity. So it's got a lot of ramifications. So I think it's real important for men to be aware of that. And of course, what we'll talk about in a moment, hopefully, is ways you can mitigate testosterone.
Right. Well, we always talk about on the show, and especially with you, you don't know what you don't know, right? And so if you're inundated, especially if you're of a certain age, and as we know, you know, whether it be the television commercials or online platforms are able to dictate to basically who you are as a person, you're inundated with all these messages saying that you need this, it's time for this, it's time for you to think about this, but not having all of the knowledge as to what to do with it, I think is important. So you always are able to fill in the blanks for us, for sure. So now this is happening for starting at age 30, if I heard you correctly, you know, slowly it begins to decrease. You know, I think that a lot of people don't even know that that's a factor, may just think that they're tired because they're getting older, not necessarily associating with why they're getting tired or why these things are happening. What are some suggestions, and I'm sure you're going to share some with me, about making sure that we can kind of fill that cup up?
Well, let's recognize, first of all, that it is a problem. The experts will tell us that upwards of 40%, that low T affects about 40% of men 45 and older. So that's why you see the commercials out there, because there's a huge population of men where this affects. Now, you know, there's obviously symptoms. And just because you feel tired, what the experts will tell you is that you want to, you know, obviously you want to check with your doctor and you want to have those kinds of conversations, but it's both a, you know, symptomatic situation, as well as you can get a blood test, of course, and see what your testosterone level is. So what the experts typically tell us is that if you have a blood test that indicates your testosterone is low and you're seeing some symptoms, then you might want to be, you might be a candidate for treatment. Now, there's all sorts of treatments out there. Again, you should check with your doctor, but it ranges from, you know, skin patches and gels to injections and other types of things that you can do to, you know, increase your hormone levels. But from my perspective, one of the big things you can do on your own is lead a healthy lifestyle. Exercise, as you might guess, again, this is the connection I'm trying to make, is that a lot of benefits to leading a healthy lifestyle. One is to mitigate, for older guys, mitigate that natural decrease in your testosterone levels. So in particular, exercise is good. You know, strength training in particular, strength training can mitigate the reduction. It can help boost testosterone levels. Running is good. The experts will tell you that really super excess running might actually diminish your testosterone levels, but you know, a normal sort of what the federal government recommends in terms of cardio is just fine. So together, you know, exercise, both weight training, strength training, and cardio are good for you. And of course, you add to that a healthy diet, and those things can help mitigate low T. So if there's ever a motivation to, because men are motivated particularly by that, you know, that
testosterone, right?
Testosterone. If there's ever a reason to lead a healthy lifestyle, this is one for you.
Come on, guys. I mean, if there's nothing else, that's telling you to get up, walk around, get up, run around, lift some weights, take care of yourself, be conscious of what you're putting into your body. This is one of them. And I think that, first of all, I didn't realize that there were all those additional options, but we bring it back to this healthy lifestyle, which is something we can incorporate without having to really, for the most part, spend any additional dollars, have any additional treatments. We can eat better. We can get ourselves moving. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to run a marathon, to your point. Exactly. Just doing incorporating some nicer things into your life in order to get those levels up. I think that that's so wonderful. And you've always given really great advice about like not doing it alone. Some of you gentlemen that are out there that have groups of friends or colleagues that you can take a walk with, or, do something, to create some sense of activity, or when you're going out to eat or when you're eating at home, kind of changing up some things. I think, you don't have to do it.
As I've always said, men's health is a team sport. So get help wherever you can, whether it's your spouse, your buddies, whatever, in terms of that healthy lifestyle. And again, if you do believe that, if your test results come back and you have the symptoms, see your endocrinologist or your urologist, and they can give you some real guidance, because what the experts do say is that, there's a lot of over-the-counter stuff, but if you want to get serious about it, work through your doc. It should all be prescription-based types of therapy.
I love that. And I think it's really important. I think the combination between listening, obviously, to the professionals out there that are going to lead you in the right direction, and then taking some necessary steps, and some of them don't have to be gigantic, in order for you to make a difference, I think is absolutely wonderful. Oh my goodness. Always giving us some great nuggets to get ourselves in through the weekend and keep ourselves moving. Again, I'm spoiled to have you join me as often as you do. If people want to get in touch with you, my friend, if they want to follow, fan, and like you, as I like to say, where can they find more information?
To see everything that's going on in my world, go to 50+men.com, just like over my shoulder here, and you can find out about all of my activities, the book that I've been working on to get out in the early part of next year, hopefully, and everything else. If you want me to come out and speak to your group, love to do it. Great to see you again.
Oh, so good to see you. I'm telling you, my friend will not disappoint you, always providing such useful information in order for us all to live a better life. Thank you so much for joining me again. So wonderful. He's the best. I need you to follow, fan, and like all that he has going on from all of us here at This Is It TV. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and we will see you soon. Take care.